Look, unfortunately, I still think we're a bit of a laggard. You can't help but notice the mentality of should we right. It'll work itself out in the end. I think Australians do want to do the right thing, but I don't believe we're actively doing it. I don't think sustainability is front of mind just yet. However, I think in the last few years there has been some slow changes, both within industry and community. However, I think it needs to happen a bit quicker.
Got the potential to be a leader, but at the moment I think we are lagging.
With 5% reduction targets, I don't really see it as a leader.
Well, Australia is the second highest emitter of greenhouse gas emissions, so we certainly have a long way to go. There's a lot of change that needs to happen for us to become more sustainable. So we do have an opportunity to be a leader, and I think Copenhagen is a fantastic opportunity for us to step forward and be a leader on climate change.
I think Australian people are leaders, and they've demonstrated their leadership and willingness to change on issues such as recycling, but they desperately need Australian politicians and business to make the changes, make further changes so that they can actually lead sustainable lives.
I think a bit of both. We've obviously led the world in developing technologies, particularly in the solar area. We're very bad at commercialising those opportunities, and they always go offshore, as we know. We're also, I think, as a community, we are becoming more and more aware of our opportunities and our responsibilities in a global sense. But I think I have this sort of theory that climate dictates a lot of how engaged people are with the issues and with the body politic. And if it's lovely and sunny and bright outside, the tendency is to lie back and not do too much. It's the sort of northern countries, the Scandinavian countries, Europe, where it's likely to be raining outside, where people will have their heads in a good book or will be engaging in meaty conversation. So I think our climate tends to make us a bit laid back. As I say, we do have this probably 10% of the population who would be regarded as laggards in the sense of moving us forward on a sustainable path. But we also have many great leaders in that department as well.
In the investment area, I think generally we're seen to be a leader. There are quite a lot happening. I'm told from people overseas that in terms of ethical investment, sustainability investment and environmental investment, there's a lot happening in Australia, and has been happening for quite a few years.
I think a little bit of a laggard, but I think we're improving, definitely.
I think Australia on the whole is a little bit of a laggard, but what I do see is many leading organisations that operate based in Australia and operate globally as well. So yes, on the whole, I'd probably say we're a little bit of a laggard. Pockets of excellence here and there, and some really good leaders in this space in the private sector.